Hey guys, Julian Arnold here, pro pickleball player, and today we're going to take a deep dive into my paddle of choice, the Volair Mach 1. The history of our paddle is that we started back in, I'd say, April of 2022, testing out different samples and shapes and taking things that I liked and had learned from playing with other paddles and kind of trying to blend together something that was perfect for my game. I'd say near the middle of November, we released Volair with the Mach 1 in the 16 and 14 millimeters. We decided to create Volair because both Ryan and I, throughout our lives, have really chosen to bet on ourselves, and we thought that this was a perfect opportunity to do that. The pickleball space is still so very new, and we wanted to give it a go. So we felt like we could create a product that's competitive with what's out there, and if not competitive, maybe even a little better. The process for creating this paddle probably took around 7 to 8 months. We went through, I'd say, 75 different samples, just testing out different shapes, thicknesses, materials, grip sizes, swing weights, and then also me tinkering with the paddle, adding weight, and just seeing what I could do to get things to my liking. And then just taking little bits from each sample and saying, I like this, I really don't like this, and just continuing to build on each sample until we came up with the finished product. And I'm very happy with what we have. It's a very solid paddle. It's a good amount of feel mixed in with a decent amount of power. Things that I'm looking for in a paddle are, for starters, definitely good grit. I love to use spin in my game, and I think spin is becoming such a weapon in pickleball. At times, you're not always able to put pace on the ball, but if you can use spin to your advantage, it can make the shot for your opponent very difficult. And then I like a good, solid, grip. So taking a look at our grip, I decided to go with a smaller shape. I think it's very important that the grip feels comfortable in your hand and isn't too big, but also isn't too small. And then from there, I like a well-balanced paddle. I don't want it to be too head-heavy or head-light. I think that adds good stability to the paddle, especially when it comes to if you're striking the ball a little off-center, it's not all over the place. And also when it comes to power and control, I like a good blend of both. So I'm not looking for anything that's extremely poppy, but I don't want something that's a pillow. Something in between that allows me to still swing out on the ball, but at the same time, if I'm out of position, I have good power from a weak spot. The Volair Mach 1 comes in 2 different models, our 14 millimeter and our 16 millimeter. My paddle of choice right now is the 14 millimeter. It offers just a little bit more power while still delivering on the control compared to our 16 millimeter, which is gonna be a little bit softer, offer a little bit more control, and have a slightly larger sweet spot, but not quite as much power. Both are great paddles, and depending on your play style, you're sure to find the perfect fit. Thanks so much for watching, and to get a Volair paddle of your own, head to totalpickleball.com.